Hi, Assalamualaikum and a very good day to all examiners. My name is Nurul Akila binti Ramli. I am a final year student of Bachelor Degree Resource Biotechnology. Today, I would like to present my final year project proposal, which is bibliometry of Enterococcus faecium, virulence, biofilm formation, and antibiotic resistance. My supervisor is Dr. Hashimatul Fatima binti Hashim. My presentation slides will cover research background, problem statement, objective, literature review, methodology, expected outcome from this project or conclusion, work schedule, and lastly references. For research background in this study is Enterococcus faecium is a gram-positive bacteria. It can develop resistance to environmental stress and enable the species to survive in hospital settings. Enterococcus faecium is a significant cause of hospital-acquired infections, particularly bloodstream infections linked with central lines. Enterococcus faecium is found to be more impenetrable to medicines than Enterococcus faecialis, and its resistance to virtually all currently available antibiotics, which is most notably to ampicillin, gentamicin, and vancomycin. The biofilm formation of Enterococcus faecium is thought to be critical, including endocarditis, catheter-associated urinary tract infections, periodontitis, and a variety of device-related illness complicating antibiotic treatment. The analysis of Enterococcus faecium is conducted using bibliometrics, and the database is compiled from Scopus using the term of Enterococcus faecium, antibiotic resistance, virulence genes, and biofilm formation. So, moving to the problem statement. Even though bibliometric analysis in the health field is becoming more common by the day, there is still no bibliometric study on Enterococcus faecium in literature. Hence, this research is aimed to establish the bibliometric analysis towards Enterococcus faecium, the biofilm formation, and the virulence genes along with the antibiotic resistance of Enterococcus faecium. The objective of this research will be to establish a bibliometric analysis of Enterococcus faecium, to discover the biofilm formation of Enterococcus faecium and the related genes involved in that process, and lastly is to identify the antibiotic that is resistant to Enterococcus faecium. So moving to the literature review, Enterococcus faecium, according to Hammeron in 2012, these bacteria have become the most dangerous pathogen on a global scale, owing to life-threatening hospital-acquired diseases such as bacteremia and infective endocarditis. Wozniak-Bill et al. In 2019 state in their research that they found 38 species of that is include Enterococcus faecialis and Enterococcus faecium. These two bacteria are the most encountered enterococcal that found in human samples. For the virulence genes, Freitas et al. In 2010 state that the FMS gene, ESP-EFM genes, and the HYL-EFM genes were also being recognized as the virulence genes in Enterococcus faecium that can cause nosocomial infection. Chung et al. In 2019 state that the virulence gene ATLA, EBP-ABC, ESP, FSRB, LUXS, SPX, and ACM have been related to biofilm formation in Enterococcus faecium, while Young et al. In 2016 found in their research that the VAN-A and VAN-D genes, which confer a relatively high level of resistance to vancomycin and teicoplanin respectively. They also state that the virulence gene of VAN-B is responsible for varying degrees of resistance to vancomycin exclusively. And the biofilm formation, according to Al-Muhammad et al. In 2014, they found that the two strains of isolated from endocarditis and two bacteria colonizing biliary stents did not develop in biofilms, and the Enterococcus faecium strains were less frequently able to form biofilm formation, which is with the percentage of 28.8%. For the antibiotic resistant, Osman Togi et al. In 2010 stated Enterococcus faecium that isolate obtained from cheese included the VAN-A gene shown phenotypic tolerance to vancomycin. And they also state in their study that 29 of Enterococcus faecium strains isolated from probiotic product are 19% resistant to kinemycins, 20% resistant to tetracycline, 41% resistant to penicillin G, 97% resistant to erythromycin, 34% resistant to chloramphenicol, and 31% resistant to vancomycin. While Unal et al. In 2017 found in their research that the 92% of Enterococcus faecium that isolate from poultry feces were resistant to oxytetracycline and 82.2% to enrofloxacin and 79.4% to erythromycins. And they also state that Enterococcus faecium exhibited a higher vulnerability to rifampin. For the bibliometric analysis, Duble et al. In 2020 state in their research that the Enterococcus faecium bacteremia has been linked a higher fatality rate than Enterococcus faecialis. The rate of death 30 days after vancomycin-resistant Enterococcus faecium in bloodstream infection are in range between 11 to 46.4%, while vancomycin-susceptible Enterococcus faecium in bloodstream infection are in range of 9 to 38% respectively. Hemapapan Poiré et al. In 2021 state in their study that the patients with vancomycin resistance Enterococcus faecium infection had 30 and 90 days rates of 57.7% and 69.2% respectively. And lastly, Young et al. In 2016 state that the mortality rate for vancomycin-resistant Enterococcus faecialis and the vancomycin-resistant Enterococcus faecium infection found to be higher, which is 22.8% than in the earlier study, which show a treatable mortality rates of 15.3% and 21.3%. Here we come to the part of methodology in this project. Determine keywords of study will be the first methodology in this project. Enterococcus faecium, biofilm formation, antibiotic resistant, virulence gene will be as the target keywords. The second step are collect database from Scopus, PubMed, Dimension, Google Scholar. However, the data usage will be more focused on data that will be collected from Scopus because it has covered almost all published papers in the search engine, especially from PubMed. Then the data collected will be analyzed in a software of Voice Viewer. The next step is exporting data and finally do the report writing and project presentation. The expected outcome or conclusion in this study is, at the end of this study, a bibliometric analysis of Enterococcus faecium will be conducted successfully. This study is expected to discover more about the biofilm formation of Enterococcus faecium and the related genes involved in that process. This study also will lead the readers to have a broad knowledge about antibiotics that could resist to Enterococcus faecium. The last part for today's presentation is the work schedule. The written report has been done 3 months ago, which is from October until December 2021. The proposal presentation and keywords determination are done by this month. Collection data from these search engines will be done by next month, or to be specific, on 18 February of 2022. The data analysis and exporting data will be done on March this year, while report writing will start on April until May 2022. And lastly, the report submission and project presentation will be done on June 2022. That's all from me. Thank you.